you are now listening to the Youth Forum, your forum focusing on your issues. I'm excited today because I love when I get musical guests. I'm so happy to introduce my guest today, who goes by the name of Phrench Vanilla. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Now, of course, I know you have a birth name, so give me a birth name.
Well, my birth name is Kudakwashi Chanakira.
Okay, and you go by Phrench Vanilla. Where did you get that name from?
When I started rapping, I just went by the name of Kuda, my government name. But drank a lot of coffee, drank a lot of cappuccinos, and my favorite cappuccino happened to be Phrench Vanilla. And it just so happened that, I'm a light-skinned dude, so my complexion is vanilla. But I figured, my music was pretty sweet and addictive like the cappuccino, so I ran with Phrench Vanilla. But I put a little bit of a twist to it, so I made the French a PH instead of an F, so it's Phrench Vanilla with a PH.
Now, that is definitely creative. I like that. I like that very much. So tell me, how did you find yourself to get the influence to be in this genre of hip-hop and dancehall? Because, they are very similar, but they kind of have two different tracks between them.
That's true. Well, I grew up listening to hip-hop. I grew up on a lot of, what they call old school hip-hop, Naughty by Nature. That was old school to me, in the early 90s and late 80s. And I also started listening to a lot of dancehall because I went to St. Ignatius College, and the vast majority of the guys there listened to reggae and dancehall.
Now, you spoke about the old school hip-hop influence, and how much does that speak through your lyrics?
So what I drew from that is definitely having the meaning in the music. I'm not the most overly lyrical person, but I don't just put words together just to make them rhyme. I like to have some sort of a message within the music or within the tracks. If I put a song together, I want the song to be consistent with what I'm actually saying from the beginning to the end and with the chorus and everything. And that really came from listening to, Naughty by Nature, a little bit of KRS-One, and, early Jay-Z, early Nas. They actually had, stuff they were saying in their music.
Yeah, he's a square, he's a nerd, he's a geek. That's what I used to hear every day of the week. But now I go hard cause your boy's so corporate. Long day at the office, woof, I'm exhausted. I'm working this 9 to 5. It's a lot better than a brother facing 25 to life. Now the future looking
So as I understand, in 2007, you met one of the members of Kid and Play, Christopher Play Martin, who helped, launch your career.
That one was actually a blessing because I used to work at a company called Cisco Systems. They do networking technology. So I met a fella that was at Cisco. He was in this a social philanthropy group that did a lot of community outreach. So I told him that I did music, and he said, "Hey, do you think you can put a song together that kind of inspires people to do something positive with their lives, but at the same time is also a hip?" So I got together with a couple of my friends, a good buddy of mine who goes by the name of Scars. He's a hip-hop artist from Zimbabwe as well. And we put the song together, and then we wanted to shoot a video. And the guy that I met from Cisco, he happened to be at a dinner, and he was at dinner with Play. And Play was like, I want to be part of this.
How important is it for you to make sure that you have an identity in terms of you being Zimbabwean and you also catering to the Zimbabwean audience and also bringing them in so that they enjoy your music?
Oh, yeah, it's very, very, very important. And I represent Zimbabwe in almost every single song that I do. There's either a mention of Zimbabwe at the beginning of the song, or there'll be one or two lines that will reference Zimbabwe, reference Harare. I grew up in Marondera. It references Marondera as well. And then the whole dancehall aspect of it, dancehall is pretty big back home. They actually have a Zim dancehall movement. So I'm closely connected with the people that are in that fraternity, and I've actually collaborated with a few artists.
Province kwa Robo, province kwa Chanakira. TC1 Productions on. Ndikabata mic, vasikana vanochema, anzitiri kuda, mfana wepadema, inoreva idi.
And of course, I can't let you go until I hear a little something.
Of course. I knew you were going to put me on the spot.
You know what? I have to. Okay. So if you can hit me off with a little 16 bars, of course,
Let me see. I'm going to try to come off the top of the head, but I might have to grab a few lines from the music that I have.
That's cool.
All right. I'm back, and I'm sorry. I know I kept y'all waiting. I had to take my time because you know you can't rush greatness. I came a long way from the days in the jails or orange and the bracelets. What I've been through is real, and I'll never have to fake it. I've done time, done crimes, all that, and I made it. But I always keep the fire blazing because Jah got my back, and I know who I am. I know where I'm at. They call me Phrench Vanilla. No one else is iller. I'm a pro in the game, and I'm not a beginner.
Nice. That was nice. That was nice. Phrench Vanilla, thank you so much for joining me today on the Youth Forum.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Phrench Vanilla. No one else is iller. The dude with the tie on. Don't let that fool you though. Oh, I get down now. I do get down. Yeah. Some call me French, others call me Kuda. Yeah, I do the rap thing, but no, I'm not a shooter. But don't for once let the shirt and tie fool ya. Yeah, I get down, don't let the shirt and tie fool ya. I'm back and I'm sorry. I know I kept y'all waiting. I had to take my time. You know you can't rush greatness. I came a long way from the days in the jails or orange and the bracelets. What I've been through is real, and I'll never have to fake it. I've done time, done crimes, all that, and I made it. But Jah be my guide, so always keep the fire blazing. He's always by my side, and he's the one I keep my faith in. When I find I'm in the bind, he's the one I put my faith in. Some call me French, others call me Kuda. Yeah, I do the rap thing. No, I'm not a shooter, but don't for once let the shirt and tie fool ya. Yeah, I get down, don't let the shirt and tie fool ya. Some call me French, others call me Kuda. Yeah, I do the rap thing. No, I'm not a shooter, but don't for once let the shirt and tie fool ya. Yeah, I get down, don't let the shirt and tie fool ya. Bring 'em on, we'll take 'em by the dozens. They love the kid now, before they really wasn't. They love the way I spit, plus my name is kinda buzzing. If it wasn't for my family though, I really wouldn't be nothing. If I broke my leg, I know Vince would be my crutch. I can't forget my sister, the voice of reason and such. Then comes my mom, Empress Queen of the pack. She's the reason that I'm just nice like that. Some call me French, others call me Kuda. Yeah, I do the rap thing. No, I'm not a shooter, but don't for once let the shirt and tie fool ya. Yeah, I get down, don't let the shirt and tie fool ya. Some call me French, others call me Kuda. Yeah, I do the rap thing. No, I'm not a shooter, but don't for once let the shirt and tie fool ya. Yeah, I get down, don't let the shirt and tie fool ya. Can't forget my boys, nah, I can't forget my crew. I can't forget my fans, I can't forget you. I can't forget Zimbabwe, nah, never do. Even if I try, I doubt I ever could. I love my country, dog, but I love my people more. Cause I'm the underdog that they all rooted for. They all saw a winner when I walk through the door. And I bring it raw, and I'll last all of y'all. Phrench Vanilla. No one else is illa. Zimbabwe representer. Now we're not. Holla.